Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, well, like I said, welcome back. I'm here today, I'm making a video for the sign of Cancer. Cancers. Cancer. I love Cancers. I am a Cancer. Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have Cancer in any of these placements, this video may resonate for you. Cancer, I've just been taking a moment to get into the energy space, and the first card that popped out, I'm using the Soul's Journey lesson cards, and the first card that popped out was Perseverance. I know I can do whatever I set my mind to. That's some beautiful energy. That's some beautiful energy of continuing on, and especially with Perseverance, it's like continuing on in spite of the odds, continuing on in spite of what tries to hold you back. When I was getting into the energy space, I was imagining this flower. Yeah, a flower that was finally blooming. And before this flower bloomed, when it was still closed, when it was still in its bud form, it almost never thought that it would bloom because it couldn't see the sun quite yet. It had this feeling, it had this inclination that something was there, but it couldn't see, therefore it did not believe. But over time there was growth, you know, as flowers grow. And now you're opening up slowly, and the sun is within reach, and you're coming into it. There's something that you're coming into, something that you're realizing, something that's being realized and fulfilled in you. Now we have the next two cards, Fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Look at that. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So with fear, you could be, it could just be hard. You know, you guys could be going through, like, in this period where you were budding and not seeing the sun, it could have felt like things were very dark. And it could have felt like there was no way out for you. And, you know, you probably started to lose bits and parts of yourself in the energy of sadness and despair, and it could have been decaying at you. You didn't believe that the sun was there or that it existed. But that fear, or that rather distrust in the existence of the sun, it's releasing. You're releasing it. I do feel this pain in my chest. And it's this heartache, especially with health. You could be ignoring yourself, worry. I saw this is I've been shuffling these cards, and this has been on the bottom multiple times. It could just worry and fear, and it's just eating away at you, and it could be affecting your health. There could probably be cancers out here that are avoiding their health, are experiencing health problems, and it is a reflection of the pain that you feel so deeply in your soul right now. But with this Perseverance card, it's like you feel the sun. You're getting to this point where you are starting to see the end, and I think that's what has you so scared. Not see the end, but see the fulfillment. And I think that that's what makes all of this other stuff, all of this dark stuff, become amplified. Because you fear, like, it's a fear of being tripped up at the end, at the last step, at the finish line. Everything seems like it's gonna go great, and then all of a sudden we have something to come and take us off balance right when we were about to get our stride going. So I just feel like there's a fear that you won't be able to do it, that it's too good to be true, that you can't step forward, you can't move forward, that if you're stuck somewhere now, this is all you're ever meant for. But I feel that you're starting to release that, and you should release that, and understand that you can do whatever you set your mind to. You can release this fear and this worry and move forward with love in your heart. And understand that love exists everywhere around us. All we have to do is see it. Even in situations where we're hurt, even in situations where we hurt, understand that the pain that each and every single person in this world is brought is just put on everyone. And hurt people. And there is still love there ultimately at the end of the day, because everyone is just clamoring for love. Everyone is just clamoring to be seen. Everyone is just clamoring to be heard and to be wanted. But we have to want ourselves. We have to see and want and believe in ourselves first, and I think you're starting to see that. That in order to see the love in everything and everywhere, you have to see it in yourself first. It has to be born from within you. It has to be sustained from within you. Let's get into your spread here. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fate in this deck. Beautiful cards. This is the Star Spinner Tarot deck. I love these beautiful ass cards, man. Okay, so at the root of your issue, we have the Empress with Perseverance. Come on, Cancer, look at that, the Empress. The Empress is that overflowing, abundant, motherly energy, that nurturing energy. And that is what exists at the core of your being. That is your root. That is who you are at your core. And the Empress, what she has within her breathes life into her environment, and you are persevering and doing whatever you can set your mind to, and that is to continue to breathe your life into your environment, to continue to nurture yourself, to continue to have this compassionate, loving energy, to see this love in the world despite what may show you that there is no love in the world. And you're what is feeding the situation? The Hermit. So you are going within. You are taking the steps to look on the inside. That fear, that worry, that health. You are looking inside and you are assessing what you need. You're following your own light. You're finding your own light. I didn't show you that. Did I show you? Should I show you? You guys probably want to see the cards, right? This is the Empress. And this is the Hermit. This is what's feeding your situation right now. You're going inside and you're looking deep within. You're looking deep within yourself. You're seeing the past. You're seeing how the past influences you now. You are obtaining a higher level of knowledge about yourself. And that higher level of knowledge is forcing you to confront the cycles that you've been through. I mean, at the center of the issue, we have the cycles that you've been through. What is your pest in this situation? The Moon. Oh my gosh, your anxieties, your fears, the illusions that you feel pervade your relationships. You feel this fundamental sense of disillusionment. There's a disillusionment that exists with you. You feel fearful. You feel disconnected. You ask yourself, are you being naive? Is your loving nature naive? Is the way that you behave what causes these situations to be brought upon yourself? And then you look at the people that come around you and you think the same thing. And that's why it's your pest, because it forces you to disconnect from your intuition. The Moon is not intuition. The Moon blocks intuition. Isn't that interesting? Cancers are controlled by the moon, but the card of the moon in the tarot is a card of intuition that is not serving. It's a fear card, it's a worry card. It's a not trusting. It's a card of mistrust, illusions. What's calling you to the surface, what is bringing you to the surface is the Magician. Okay, full stop. Right now, this whole reading is Major Arcana cards. We still have 3 cards left to pull, but this whole reading is Major Arcana cards. So, Cancer, I am saying right now that I see fundamental change, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful because you're going within to see what causes this fear. And that's what's building you up right now. You have fears and illusions and anxieties about the love that exists in the world, but you are seeing that this love exists inside of me. And you're seeing what it is for what it can do for you, where you can take yourself. This magician is what's calling you to the surface. That is your ability to take all of the resources around you and turn that shit into, well, anything that you want, like magic. It's literally like, it's literally turning anything. It's alchemy right there. You want to spin straw into gold? Do it. All right. This is just such beautiful energy, because what's calling you to the surface is the realization that you can do it. Whatever it is that you want to do, I don't, whatever sort of thing that you've thought that you lacked in the past, you're realizing, no, I didn't lack any of those things. I was just afraid. I didn't lack. I was just afraid of what I had. I saw what I had as lacking something because, I don't know, it could be an expectation that someone else put upon you. Someone else maybe made you feel like your loving nature was a detrimental part of your personality, that your trusting behavior or that your ability to trust was a detriment. So now you think, oh, well, what do I do? What do I do if how I fundamentally am causes me to be hurt? But that's not true. Yes, there are parts of you that cause you to be hurt, but you're looking within and you're seeing yourself for who you truly are. You're seeing your abilities for what they truly are. You're seeing that you can go forward. You can do whatever. Perseverance and the Magician, you can do whatever you set your mind to, because you have all of the tools necessary. You have that nurturing capability to bring into your outside world, but you also have it to be able to bring into yourself. And what's your harvest in this situation? The 7 of coins. So your harvest in this situation is that you, in this same metaphor of 2, of this is the Magician. Did I show you the cards, y'all? This is the Magician, and this is 7 of coins. But the 7 of coins, I think of that same context where it's like the flower that is afraid that it won't bloom, but then it blooms. The 7 of Pentacles is what is planted and what is watered and what is nurtured grows. And when it grows, one day it bursts forth from the ground. And right now, at your root, you are planting this Empress energy, and you are growing it through doing the introspective work, and you are watering it, and you are giving it the light of understanding that you can persevere and that you can do everything. And so in your harvest, you will see growth. You will see something come out. You will see something born from what you are setting your intentions towards. Oh wow, something that you need to cut off the Emperor. You need to cut off the Emperor. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. I think that this speaks to this idea of being fulfilled in this sense of being completed by someone else. The Empress and the Emperor, they are, divine counterparts. They are a match. But the Emperor and the Empress exist as separate entities, as separate beings, as separate, what's the word? Separate symbols. You know, they represent different representations of different energies, of different lessons, of different parts of life. And they're just two different energies. And, you know, everyone can have mixtures of both energies. But in this particular context, I see this as expecting someone else to, like, expecting fulfillment in connection. But that also isn't the exact way that I want to say it, because it's more so in the sense of thinking that someone is going to complete you, thinking that there is another person out there in the world that is going to complete you, make you whole, or that a union, no matter how perfect the union is, no matter if this is your divine counterpart, no matter if this is your soulmate, you have to let go of the idea that will bring you ultimate fulfillment. It will bring you a lot of fulfillment, of course, but it won't bring you ultimate fulfillment, because you have to be fulfilled in yourself first. You have to recognize yourself as the Empress, as a fully sustained being on her own, the Empress separate from the Emperor. And you can be the Empress and the Emperor together. You can have that, but you can't let that be a dictator of your growth and your journey and your path and your outcome in the situation. The Five of Cups reversed. Okay. So you could be just having a lot of fear about past situations, or there could be a past person on your mind that you believed was your soulmate, that you believed was your divine counterpart, and you guys could have fallen apart. There could have been a lot of fear and anxiety in the situation. You could have a lot of fear and anxiety surrounding your connection to this person. You could have had it then, and it could have felt like things just fell apart. And that could be really a big part of what triggered you to go within and see who you were at the root. And you're trying to grow something new. You're trying to see the growth of something new, like some representation of forward movement. And I think that is what has helped, like the idea of focused on the new, but for yourself, is what you need to be focused on, what will help you get over this issue. Because this fear of this other person is what holds you back, this fear of this connection. For some of you, you may have felt like this person had a lot of secrets. You could feel like they were presenting you with something, but they were presenting it to you with kind of like their hand behind their back, and there was something else behind there that you couldn't see. You wanted to know what it was. And I think that you and this person really weren't, like, you're the Emperor and the Empress, so it's not like you guys were a bad match, but I do just think that there was a level of fear that caused disconnection. But with this Five of Chalices in reverse, oh, did I show you? I mean, not showing you all the cards. The Emperor. And Five of Chalices. So, with the Emperor and the Five of Chalices, with the Five of Chalices as your outcome, you will be able to let go of the situation, or you'll be able to let go of the lack of justice that you feel in this situation, and you'll know that you can move forward. You can continue to move forward. You can come off of this loop, especially with this loop of fate. It could be that there was a lot of fears and anxieties that existed in the situation, but you and this person needed each other. There could have been a lot of pain, there could have been a lot of love, but you two needed to trigger or this person needed to rather trigger something in you, because let's not even be focused on, we're not reading for them, we're reading for you. They triggered something that needed to grow within you. And you are going to see this grow because you're being pushed within. You're being pushed to see what the truth is of yourself. Yeah. I get this idea that you are on the cusp of something beautiful, of growing something really beautiful within yourself, Cancer. I'm really glad to see it. That is some great ass energy. The flower is blooming. You are blooming and beautiful. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. That's all I have for you today, Cancer. Bye.